guys, it's Meredith. So I'm super excited. I'm taking my dad to Cedar Key today. We're gonna put a couple hours onto Sarah Juliet here. She just got a new engine about a week or two ago. So we're still in the break-in phase, and I thought today is a absolutely perfect day to go for a flight. I mean, look at that sky. It is just beautiful out today, so I'm super excited to take him flying. My dad earned his private pilot certificate in 1977. This is an artist's rendering of an old family photo showing me getting ready to take my first flight with him after he passed his check ride.
Craig Tower, Cessna 152, Sierra Juliet, holding short of 32, and if there's any chance I could get the full length today, that would be great.
152 Sierra Juliet, Craig Tower, hold short, runway 32.
Hold short 32 to Sierra Juliet. I know I don't need the full length for takeoff, but there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of traffic. Again, we're still in engine break-in period. If I can buy myself a couple extra feet.
Not a problem.
Why not?
Number 152 Sierra Juliet, cross 23, runway 32, full length departure, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Cross 23, clear for takeoff, 32 full length, 152 Sierra Juliet, thank you.
Flying an airplane with a new engine is a bit like being a test pilot. Even though the new engine should run perfectly, there's always a chance that it might not. So I just wanted a little extra buffer for this first takeoff.
And we are making good power. Oil temp is good. Oil pressure is good. Airspeed's coming alive. I got my 40 knots by 400 feet. We're climbing at VY, everything is still good.
2 Sierra Juliet, confirm you going northbound?
No, we're actually going southwest to Sierra Juliet, Cedar Key.
Alright, turn ahead. Let's left turn out to the southwest approved.
Left turn out to Sierra Juliet. Awesome.
152 Sierra Juliet, contact departure 124 for 9, good day.
Over to Jax, see you later, thanks. To Sierra Juliet. Jax approach, good morning. Cessna 152 Sierra Juliet off Craig, climbing 4,500.
And Cessna 152 Sierra Juliet, Jax departure, ident, stay altitude, climbing 2.
Passing through 900, climbing 4,500, 152 Sierra Juliet.
Number 2 Sierra Juliet, radar contact 1 mile west of Craig.
2 Sierra Juliet, thanks.
Man, you couldn't ask for a better day.
Oh, I know. Absolutely gorgeous. Jax approach 152 Sierra Juliet. Do you know if the camp landing restricted areas are hot or cold?
Camp landing restricted areas are cold.
Excellent, thank you.
Sweet,
so we can go direct.
2000.
Breaking in a new aircraft engine is a bit like breaking in a new pair of boots or a baseball glove. The idea is to keep the cylinder pressures high to ensure that the rings seal properly inside the cylinders.
Yeah, so I had planned on doing that power adjustment at approximately the 30-minute mark on the flight. So I'm going to wait till I'm within glide distance of the Gainesville airport to adjust the power, just in case anything goes fluey.
Okay.
We can just go in there.
That sounds good.
All right, I'm pretty comfortable with this. So we're just going to bump it down about 100 RPM. Looks good.
Yeah. It's running good.
All right, and we'll bump her back up. And no complaints. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, running nice and smooth.
Yeah.
This is the second time we've overhauled the engine since we bought this airplane in 2014. Our students and renters fly these Cessna 152s a lot, putting about 400 hours a year on the engines. Considering Lycoming's recommended overhaul cycle of 2,400 hours, we were due. This engine cost about $50,000, which is nearly twice what we paid for the airplane. If the overhaul shop determines that our old engine core is salvageable, we'll get our $18,000 core deposit back. We've also spent more than $20,000 on panel upgrades. My dad learned to fly in the New York City suburbs. I thought he would enjoy flying to Cedar Key with me today because one of his favorite fly-in destinations was Block Island, which is a tiny island in the middle of the Long Island Sound, just off the coast of Rhode Island. Dana and I flew there once in a Cessna 182 on our way to Martha's Vineyard and had the most amazing lobster rolls for lunch. Cedar Key is on the Gulf Coast of Florida, about 70 miles north of Tampa. It's a very popular fly-in destination for Florida pilots. It took us a little over an hour to get there from Jacksonville in the Cessna 152. The 2,300-foot long runway is pretty short by Florida standards, but I've landed many times at airports up north, like Block Island, that have runways that are less than 3,000 feet long. Winds today were light out of the northeast, making runway 5 the ideal choice for me today at Cedar Key. As you can see from the satellite image, there are more options for a landing straight ahead in the event of an engine failure after takeoff when departing on runway 5. Not great options, but better options than if you're departing on runway 23. Even though I'm comfortable planning for a not-so-impossible turn back to the runway if my engine quits above 500 feet after takeoff, my plan in this case was to land straight ahead, since turning back to a short runway that dumps into the Gulf of Mexico seemed less appealing than landing straight ahead into the marshy, relatively shallow water that's on the northeast side of the airport.
All right,
Yeah.
put the phone away, get ready for landing. This is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
So a short runway like this can be a little intimidating. It can look kind of weird. Just got to take your time,
Oh, yeah.
set up the airspeed.
That's just like block, pretty
Yep.
much.
We'll maintain our DMMS until we're on final. Everything looks good. I like it. Actually, looks pretty shallow out here too.
Yeah.
Cedar Key traffic, Cessna 152 Sierra Juliet's turning left base for 5, Cedar Key. There's 500. Maintaining our DMMS. Looks great. Cedar Key traffic, Cessna 152 Sierra Juliet's turning final, runway 5, Cedar Key. Okay, going flaps full. Watching that bird. Transitioning to our final approach speed. Nice light wind today.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Nice job. Excellent. Excellent.
So Dad and I landed at Cedar Key. We had an awesome flight. Here, everybody, say hi to my dad. This is Nick. This is the guy who's responsible for me being a pilot, so I figure I ought to take him on a fun flight today. 2 more planes came to have fun in Cedar Key while we were here. Yeah. And our airplane's still here.
An RV.
And the trusty golf cart got us back to the airport.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting ready to depart runway 5 at Cedar Key. This is going to be a short field takeoff. All right, so we're getting ready to depart runway 5 at Williston. This runway is over 6,000 feet long. This is definitely the kind of place where if we had any engine failure at 500 feet, I am most definitely turning back to the airport because we've got gobs of room behind us, nice flat places, and not a ton of good options necessarily straight ahead. But we got a nice long runway. Williston traffic, Cessna 152 Sierra Juliet's departing runway 5 will be a straight out departure, Williston.